Well, I've given her my take on it.
Oh, okay.
If you, I don't, I would prefer, let's say, I would prefer not to double work that.
Okay. All good. I have tarot to do. Oh, she got it.
Um, I have also posted for our patrons. Um, I'm posting the second tarot class right now as we speak, and for the members on our YouTube channel. My second tarot class is out. And so
Oh,
if they want to watch that, I would also love some feedback from them. We are live.
you
Um,
didn't tell me that. So, okay, now I see that.
but that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, the
Hey,
second one is
everybody.
out. Go ahead.
No, I was just
I'm
saying,
sorry.
hey, everybody. She decided to go live when we were still in the middle of a conversation. My bad.
My bad.
Oh, Luna, what's she back there getting into? Uh,
Publish. There we go, patrons, my beautiful patrons. I love you so much.
Very cool, very cool. But yeah, for all of our patrons, I'm gonna be, it's my weekend. Got 3 days off in a row. Today's almost done, but I will be doing some readings later. I got to finish up Scorpio through Pisces. And Miss Miriam did a recording for you guys, astrology deep dive earlier about progressions and asteroid Tristan that's up on Patreon. The link, I did post the link for our Radicals and Gatekeeper members here on YouTube. I posted that link on the membership page that you can jump in and watch that at your leisure. It is available for purchase on Patreon for those of you that don't do a membership. However, the membership's less expensive than the post. So you choose, you choose what works for you. But we've missed you guys. I know it's been a few weeks. For those of you that don't know, um, Miriam's been pretty busy
And
with
sick.
work and sick, and she's
And
had a
sick.
couple of hospital trips, and
That's true.
I too have been struggling with the sinus allergy stuff to the point where it's been in my ears. I broke down today, got more antibiotics, and some other thing that's supposed to help with the middle of the night asthma attacks that I've been having with my allergies. But we're alive, we're here. And I suppose I should probably take a look to see if we have anybody in chat and share it
Hi,
as well.
Jessica. It's good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you, my friend. My apologies for being out the past couple of Sundays, and I appreciate your patience and your kindness. Girls got to do what a girl's got to do. It's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Yeah, we've really had a lot of to-dos. To-dos, to-dos.
To do.
Saturn and Aries gives you a to-do list. Dang. And Neptune in the Aries is going, I don't wanna, but I don't wanna. I'm
Erica, good to see
telling
you. Um, I have a Jessica says I have a Taurus stellium with attachment issues. What are y'all trying to do to me? I'm so sorry. I know that Taurus was
oh.
just creeping places, barely able to hang onto your pillow. Just
We're
on
we're still
carrots.
yours. We're still yours,
We're still
Jessica.
yours. I know. There came a certain point in my mind where I was just like, "Am I ever gonna do this?" Um, but
Yeah.
that it was the new moon. It was the Pisces new moon, man. That it was the wrecking ball. Miley Cyrus's wrecking ball. I came in like a wrecking ball.
I just can't unvisualize all the reels that the memes about that where it would have somebody as a big obese dude on a wrecking ball coming in like half naked.
Now it makes me kind of wonder if, like, is it going to be like this with Neptune and Aries, where each water sign full moon, new moon is going to turn into Aries wrecking ball,
Just some weird, really weird,
fireball,
yeah,
and cardinal bull crap.
random wrecking
And you're
balls.
like, what?
But Neptune dissolves, right? So,
What?
and Aries energy, there's an innocence to it. You know, Aries is the baby of the zodiac. Aries can get fire pissed and set the whole world on fire and then be the one with the hose trying to hurry and put it out, and saying, I love you. I'm sorry. Easy to forgive. So maybe that's the Neptune role in there is
Right.
that these wrecking ball moments that we end up having are going to be more like, oh, there's going to be immediate urgency to handle, freak out, handle it, and then poof, it's gone. I'm better
Can,
now.
can I throw something at you that you're not prepared for, please?
Don't you always?
Your
Like
face is like,
you just threw some wrecking balls on me
I'm like,
before we
poop, poop,
started
poop.
our
These
live.
were like those little firework cracker things that you throw on the ground and they go poop.
Poppers, yeah.
I need to share my screen for this, but it is something I'd like to talk with you about with Neptune going into Aries. I don't think it's funny, but kind of it is kind of whatever it is,
In our dark humor way, funny.
right?
Okay.
So this is coming from Israel 365 News. A leading rabbi says the Messiah could arrive Thursday, cites 500-year-old book naming the Strait of Hormuz as site of final war.
Oh.
There's a great destroyer boat, the Strait of Hormuz. So the Jewish calendar designates Nisan as the first month, the month of redemption. The exodus from Egypt occurred in Nisan. The future redemption, the sages teach, will also come in Nisan. Rabbi Rosenblum cited this teaching directly. Our sages teach that the first month of the Hebrew calendar, Nisan, sets the tone for the entire year. Messiah is predicted to come on the first day of Nisan, this Thursday.
Hmm.
This Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, we get this is really, I hope everybody understands at this point, this is a holy war, right? It's all about religions, beliefs. There's a lot that it's about, but that's kind of what the overall theme and things are, right? And without totally catastrophizing that the entire world is gonna end,
No, no,
okay?
no. I just wanted you to be prepared in case he really does show.
No, I think that's hilarious. I think that's when I say hilarious, I think it's pretty great.
So of
Go back
course,
up to the headline. Go back
I
up to the
had to
headline.
cross all my T's and dot all my I's. So I was laying in bed last night going, all right, Jesus. Look, Lord,
Take the oil tanker. No, I'm just kidding.
if you're
Instead of
coming on
taking the wheel.
Thursday, can we just make sure the dogs have food and water to
Yeah.
last until someone saves their lives? Please.
Yeah. 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 Well, goodness.
I know. That's all I was just like, all right, I don't know what to
No,
say, Jesus,
and I, w-
but
I wasn't gonna say it like rather than catastrophizing, and I don't mean that that's what you were doing at all. But a
yeah,
lot of people can take things so literally.
literal.
Yes, yes, this kind of stuff is very literal. Things are happening.
Yes.
However, you got to realize that if religion is a man-made construct,
Yeah.
okay, like don't take that as a literal thing. I'm choosing to believe that this split that's happening with the world, that everything's happening, talks about, we just talked about this before we went live.
I know.
Saturn and Neptune and Aries.
There we go.
Saturn is the structure, is the law, is the rule, is the dictator, like boss man, get stuff done. Neptune dissolves all that. So as you see, like I think all the world leaders, the way things are happening, are going to be dissolved. The governments, I think those things are going to go away. And I'm choosing to see that at the end of all this rash teston, like unbalanced testosterone and ego is going to evolve into everybody waking up and choosing to be a little more sovereign and taking care of things and not so hateful. Anyways,
Did you?
that's my idea for the new world and the world ending and what the new world is. So,
One of our favorite astrology sites, AstroSeek, went down as well.
oh yeah, kind of, sort of, yeah. They got botted out, like with AI bots, just tearing the crap out of everything because the people trying to learn astrology through their AI chat GTPs.
Ah,
So what was happening is all these GTPs were going in, all these bots were going in and pulling data and overloading the server. This was a dude that like made a really cool site for astrologers to use, right? So
yeah,
you have to have a login to be able to use it. And they're not accepting new users. So I have a login. I don't know if you ever created one long ago, but I've had one for a long time, so I can still use it. If you need me to pull something up in there, I will. But that's the deal with AstroSeek.
can you
So
see? Can you
astrology
see the
world,
chart?
you're not sharing. No.
I'm trying to. There we go. I found a button. You'd be so proud. There.
Good. Don't try it, just do it. There we
Now
go.
let us see if
It's
no,
sharing.
it was better the other way. I want this one. I'm becoming masterful. I am masterful. I'm just saying it out loud because
You
my body
are.
needs to hear how masterful I am. Um, how's that? How's that fit, everybody?
It fits. Let me see how it looks on YouTube.
Woo!
It's there. Yeah, that looks good on YouTube.
Digging it. Digging it.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. So you did take it off again. I don't know if you realized that.
No, no, no. Just hang. It's
Oh,
coming.
okay.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Talk about it. So what I was talk about what we were talking about before we started.
No, no, no. One of the things that you're really good at explaining is this basket. And let me fill in with the black lines so that everybody can see what the basket looks like that Heather is
Oh, okay. I just can't see the chart in Zoom.
look,
I can see it on YouTube.
like if we were going to is it a basket? Maybe. It could also be like an origami
I
boat,
see the origami. I see the swan. Yeah. Yeah,
right?
like yeah,
It
it's
looks like a swan,
a little canoe.
a little canoe. But yeah, talk to us about this.
Well, so let me get my own chart pulled up because yours is kind of faded, and
I hate it when it does that.
for some reason, it not just that, it's like it started lagging in a
Don't worry
way
about the
that
underwear advertisement.
it was lagging in a way that I could not see the what do you want to call it? It was blurry. How do I say? Okay, chart of the moment. I'm pulling up my own chart to take a look at it here.
How's that? I'm trying, people.
Where are you at? Where are you? Let me see if this is any. Oh, no, it's
Yeah,
not
let me
better.
stop the share and maybe
I'll see if I can share, but let me take this butt ton of asteroids out first, okay?
because Lordy B, I love my chart. However, I do want everyone to see what the heck we're talking about.
Okay, let me make sure I took all the big stuff out. Okay, and go back to chart of the
Okay.
moment.
All right, let's
There,
see.
we'll see if this works. Share me screen. All right,
Share my screen.
there we go. Let's get big.
Hi, Sarah Jean.
Does that look blurry or does it look okay?
It looks teeny, teeny, tiny.
Uh-oh.
It's okay.
Oh, I know why. I know
Thank
why.
you. There you go. Looking good now, boss.
Oh, it is?
No,
Okay.
whatever you did before. There.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just need to move this so I can see it. Okay. All right. So I just got to minimize my window. My bad. All right. So looking at this. Oh, look at that little, I call it spicy. I don't even know why spicy just came to my mind, but I'm looking at that sextile between like at the moment, Jupiter
Mhm.
in Cancer
What is life
at
without the spice?
trine the part of fortune in Scorpio, trining the North Node in Mercury in the sixth, which is our work. What are we doing right now? Like, I'm loving it. Um, but so the way you had the chart before, I know I have a lot of lines in here. Which ones were you looking at? You were looking at the trapezoid looking thing.
Yeah, I
My
was looking at the basket.
okay.
I know we have a um is
It,
that's a trine. That's almost that is like a grand trine in water going on right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, there is a grand trine going on right now, but you were talking about, I'm trying to
Mm.
see what planets you were talking about with the trapezoid because I see a couple of them here. I
Yeah.
see Uranus. Uranus
Um
is trining
let's go
Pluto.
Mars to Jupiter, the moon and Uranus to no, Pluto to the moon,
Y- Oh, okay. Yeah,
Mercury to
right.
Jupiter.
Right.
Mercury to Jupiter.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. It's almost to me, it's almost like a reckoning of reasoning within yourself about about the state of the world and the way things are going, and understanding that you don't have control of everything because Mercury's communication, Mercury is the way you think. It's the intellect, it's the you think of mental health, right? Um, and it is making a smooth trine down to Cancer, Jupiter and Cancer. Granted, it's a little wide. But being with the North Node, we've talked in nauseum to what the North Node in Pisces means and how it means needing to go with the flow. And I do like this flowing energy. I understand that I feel like with Pisces, there's a lot of people that are feeling a lot of confusion about the state of not just the where everything is, but how, and not even necessarily about how they believe about it anymore. But
Mm,
it's like that state of acceptance in a way that goes, okay, now can I clear this and give me you know, so that I can know what's coming next. And I think that just in general, this last new moon that we just had, was what, 28
mm,
Pisces, right?
yeah.
So this last new moon we had, and then we had the equinox, and now we're in Aries season, and we have right here this little tiny bundle. I say little tiny, but it's pretty huge. We got the sun at 2 degrees Aries today. Okay. And everything moving out of that water. Yes, Mars, Aries ruler, is still in Pisces. So there is still some restraint and some holdup. But I believe ultimately this North Node of Mercury is going, hang in there. It'll be all right. God's got this. I know that may sound cliche, but that's, I think, what a lot of it is. I think there's things that are still undercover that have not been fully revealed, or have fully played out, that the North Node in Pisces is telling us, with Mercury being there. No, that's no longer retrograde, but it's going really darn slow at the moment,
Mm,
saying, okay, we have to go with the flow, and I have some catching up to do. I think it has to do with tweaking some coming up with different alternative ways, especially you got what, Uranus right there. Moon's about on Uranus and Taurus, trining up to Pluto and Aquarius. that is asking us, and actually almost like a big old permission level way of, yes, there may be some really big explosive stuff happening in the world right now, in your value system, in what you feel and what you believe. However, this is the truth of the matter with Pluto. And it's making that sextile over to the sun, sextile back down to Uranus. So I don't know how any of you are feeling, but this Sunday, I have been finding myself sitting in a very weird state these past few days of this acceptance and almost like, it's almost like, I don't even know how to say it, like the heavens are stroking my hair going, it's okay, just hang out. We'll show you. It'll be revealed. You don't need to do anything. So, anyways, I know I just talked a lot. What do you want to talk about on this?
I wanted to pull something up that has kind of been, and I know we're going to be talking about the chart, you guys. But you know me, I haven't seen or spoken with Heather in a minute.
You're catching up on our girlfriend chat. We miss each other.
I'm like,
My friend.
but I love you. Um, I wanted to pull this up. What asteroids are we going to use today? Do we know yet?
Um, no.
You're like, no.
No, I had a
Three, eight,
bunch written
one, one.
down. Just trying to
Um,
think of what
I do want to
was.
use Tristan because we just talked about that with our patrons and our YouTube members. Um, pew pew.
I do have more
Oh,
stuff to talk about when it comes to the basket later, so please don't let me forget.
I won't. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
I have been also working with the asteroid King, King,
Huh.
and I am blown away by where King is in my own personal chart, but also that I have lived on King's Way. I currently work on King's Avenue. Um, King has always been like a location for me. And anytime King is in or around my life like this, there's almost like luck, or maybe not luck. Maybe luck is too strong of a word. It's the open doors sort of thing, the open doors. I wanted to put King, but I also wanted to add.
I just heard Altair, so hold on, let me find it.
No, that's great because I was adding Aldebaran and Terrace, Regulus, and Sirius and Spica. Those are the kingly stars in the sky. So let's look and see the stuff I want to share because maybe so can you there? No, I found it. Cool. Great. Okay, how many folks this week have been inundated with the Oscars? You guys see that stuff all over the place this week? Heather's like, no. And
It's
I'm
not
like,
my thing. Huh?
that's really not something Heather would watch. But, um, you know, this is Timothy Chalamet's chart. And let me put in the transits. We know that Timothy Chalamet is the star. And again, he started his, I want to say, how old was he? You guys know the movie Interstellar, right?
Oh, I love
Timothy
that movie.
Chalamet was Matthew McConaughey's, character's son in Interstellar. I'm not sure if you guys know that, but that was Timothy Chalamet. Also, Timothy Chalamet did the newest Willy Wonka. I'm not saying whether it's good or bad. It's a story, and if you don't like stories, maybe you shouldn't be watching movies. Um, One of my favorite movies with Timothy Chalamet is The King on Netflix. Could watch that over and over and never get tired. Timothy Chalamet also is the lead in the movies Dune, Dune 1 and Dune
Oh, I know
2.
that guy. I just had to look him up to
I
see who you
know
were
that
talking
guy.
about. Hmm.
Well, Timothy Chalamet was in a sit down interview with Matthew McConaughey. And where is his Saturn? Okay, so Timothy Chalamet just came out of his first Saturn return. But Saturn is in Aries now in his eighth house of what the other person feels about his power, his individuality, or whatever, whatever. So here we have Timothy Chalamet, who's in an interview with Matthew McConaughey, and you could tell that he was on a roll and he was talking, da, 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 and he slipped and he said, and I would almost say that he said it because my instinct was, that was a personal opinion he should have had behind closed doors. He should not have gone public with this information. But he was on a roll and it kind of slipped that he believed that movies were going to be the thing, that ballet and opera were dead arts. And why would anybody kind of want to invest in that?
Was he on a
He
live
was,
mic? Like
he was,
that's what
he
I'm
was,
missing.
yeah, he was on live mic
Whoops.
when he said
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Okay. Girl, the witch hunt that came after this man.
My eyes rolling in the back of my head. Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, he created a lot of business for a lot of opera houses and a lot of ballet, a lot of theaters by doing this because it put a huge spotlight on the athleticism, on the discipline, on, and great to see the artists and the dancers and everybody come out to defend their position going, this is a 400-year-old, our artistry sort of, artists here that have done this thing that people have come to for 400 years. You and your little opinion is not going to take it away in one shot. I will also say that watching the interview myself was probably the first time I ever cringed with Timothy Chalamet. Like it was a real cringe. I saw the little boy instead of quote unquote the king come out. Anyway, dude, he gets to the Oscars, him and it's not it's one of the Kardashians that he's been with for like 2 years. So they have a solid relationship. Girl, the first joke coming out the gate, everybody in their tuxedos, was about Timothy Chalamet's better not call the ballet folks or the opera folks. So now it even went more public.
That's
And
so
I
funny.
think it was the first time because Timothy Chalamet, if you guys don't know, he was surrounded by women growing up. His grandmother danced in the ballet in New York City. His mother danced in the ballet in New York City. His sister was part of the ballet in New York City. So we're talking about a kid that grew up backstage, right? I think some of the high school folks that he went to high school with said, yeah, it was offered in high school as an extracurricular activity, but it was one that Timothy wasn't very good at. So maybe that's why he doesn't like it. It was kind of given as an opinion. And now we have him coming out. And so my first thought was, dude, is this his first Saturn return? Like coming out? Oh, look at that. Glory be. So for the first time, I think this is Timothy Chalamet, the great Dune, the king, the lots of positive feedback from his audiences. Is it the first time he's getting thrown under the bus? Look at the Uranus on Tristan.
What's transiting alongside Jupiter? I can't see it.
Siri, well, that's Sirius, the star,
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I know it's conjunct my Venus
right?
always. Yeah, everything's on my Venus right now,
But
but
check
that
out
makes sense.
Uranus on top of Tristan. right on his midheaven. Tristan is in retrograde on his midheaven. So I just wanted to look it up. Is that okay?
That's perfect. Thank you for zooming in. My goodness, now I can see.
I mean,
Yes. Oh, yeah.
if if we look at
Uranus on his midheaven on Tristan, like unrequited love, like he speaks out, the whole world sees him. It's a sudden, unexpected thing that happens about Venusian things in Taurus, but it's public for the whole world to
whole
see.
world to
And
see,
it's funny that it was specifically about like something that his family is all a big part of, and like he has some sort of negative connotation about it.
kind of like his
He's got that
family who
unrequited
made
love
him
about it.
king.
Yeah, that's messed up.
It's really messed up because he's a Virgo rising. So we know that Scorpio is somewhere in his third house. Look, it's over his fourth. So his mother must have been very, you know, controlling, or his home environment was very controlling and maybe even some trauma there. Um, but man, he got body slammed with his opinion this week. And the truth
Lilith and
is,
Cancer.
Moon
Ooh,
in the eighth house, right? He wants to be in control of the emotions.
look at Transit King down there on Neptune and Mercury.
Oh, down here
Oopsies.
in the fifth house.
Yeah, the fifth house and in the fifth house, and then
Mm-mm-mm.
Pluto just stepping foot into his sixth house, going time. Oh my
Look at that,
goodness.
Pluto and Venus in Aquarius, his audience and what they ingest, squaring his natal Pluto in Sagittarius, which is culture and publication and broadcasting attached to the emotion. So looking at it, you could almost say that he has had this Capricorn control over the emotions of his audience, and what culturally the obsession that the audience has had for him. In one moment it just flipped.
So I'm not into what do you call it, celebrity drama type stuff, but I have a question for you because I don't know, and maybe you would. With Pallas conjunct his Venus or conjunct his Saturn in the seventh, and Mars about to hit it, um, has he spoken publicly about this faux pas? Has he, or is he
um
still strategizing about it at the moment? I'm just curious because we still have Mercury, but it did go direct, and we've got the Mars about to hit his Saturn, which talks about, you know, open
I think very
enemies,
much so that
responsibility.
they released the let me see if I can't find it real quick. The what's it called?
Publicity statement
The
from
Dune trailer for part
oh,
3.
oh, okay.
What they did is within 24 hours of him having this faux pas, the producers of the movie launches the trailer to kind of hopefully take everybody's eyes off of what he said and did and back onto the movie, because that's the whole point. Is you are the face of this entire cast that has been working for close to a decade on these movies, Timothy. You have
Grow
put all
up.
of their jobs at risk, all of
Grow
their
up.
creative endeavors at
Yeah,
risk.
yeah.
You know, at the same time, you have Zendaya, who is the second, you know, this the lead actress in Dune, who is launching her movie with Robert Pattinson. Anyway, she's kind of like got this attitude like, I'm staying out of it. I don't want anything to do with it. But in my mind, my first thought was, what did you do with one little statement? You could see Matthew McConaughey's face during the interview.
Going, hey, don't do that.
And that Timothy Chalamet, you could see his face when he was looking at Timothy and just kind of going, you went too far, or you don't know what you've done. Because Matthew McConaughey, he knows Hollywood, he knows publicity. He wouldn't be in the position he is without it. So I thought it was just crazy. It was something I wanted to bring up. I also wanted to look at his chart with you, tell the story, of course. And for me, this is an American Idol with just, it was that fast. And the king fell off the throne. I mean, it just toppled.
Well, it's not, and also like I think so, and another like reality TV thing is that I say reality TV, but somebody having another faux pas public outing that took them down a notch. Wasn't it the chick that like one Bachelor was doing like some domestic violence crazy stuff? Is that the movie? Is that the show? Bachelorette or yeah. I don't remember
Or
which
it
one
was
it
just
is.
one thing and the reputation was shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
It
get people. What's who flew too close to the sun, honey? That's the asteroid you need in
Icarus,
there. Put
Icarus flew
Icarus
too.
in there.
I gotta put Icarus
I
in there because you are
yeah.
dang right, lady friend.
Uh,
Icarus, which is 1566. Let's get rid of that.
and this is just a note to self because like I heard Altair like earlier, and maybe that was yeah, you said the pedestal in chat, Shauna. Good point. But yeah, like maybe it's the Altair also is that's the fixed star at one Aquarius. So just keep that in mind. I'm just letting you know as my friends that maybe something go is going on there. So if you see an asteroid near there, you got to let me know because that's my moon's 3 Aquarius. It's kind of interesting. Wonder
He's
what's
got
going on.
Icarus at 28 degrees um, of Capricorn in his fifth house. And Icarus is currently on his, what is that? Pisces at the first degree, opposing his ascendants.
Juno hit it. Ah, Juno. I see, and everybody could put the spin on Juno. And Miriam talked about it earlier today about Juno being Hera and the wife and the going through it. But Juno is very prevalent in a lot of transits that I see when Juno hits a important part of your chart. Um, it has to do with endings, with deaths, and with scandalous stuff like coming, like scandals, something not so pleasant. Let's put it that
That
way.
fits her so well.
Yeah. I'm just
I
letting you
love
know.
how you just said that because it hurts my feelings. And anytime my feelings are hurt, I know I just heard the truth.
Yeah.
It hurt
Yeah.
me, and I know that's true
Hey, sorry.
because Hera was constantly being cheated on by Zeus. And she would come in and go, "Oh, okay, you want to play? I'll be your Huckleberry." And then she would be the one to create the front page news
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just throw Zeus and his lover under the bus. Sometimes she would go after whatever children they would have together. And it always had
Mm,
me wonder, like,
and
how
the other
long you were
woman.
searching for Zeus? Did Zeus hide out enough to have two children with this person? How long was your detective work there, Hera, Juno? So
Yeah,
you could almost
right.
even say detective work. But this to me was like, let's show them who you really are, Timothy, and let's see how that reputation works. But you know what? Normally, if you and I had sat with a client and we saw a chart like this, we would have seen Uranus on the midheaven line, and you and I would have said, "Oh my goodness, something with your reputation, your career, your father, something is fixing to change." And we would
Yeah.
have given it a positive lift. This was a scenario that kind of had this huge tumble. And I think from now on, I am never going to look at this the same because the 10th house in conjunct to the third, and there's Timothy's stupid opinion. And then on the other side is the fifth house, and his is ruled by Capricorn. So I'm not taking this for granted. Just know that I am feeling it in my soul not to give any sort of positive or negative. Because we're seeing now this person was raised in a very affluent home. He had everything he needed and wanted. He even had the fame. And in one moment, he fell. So I just wanted to show it with you, share it with you, and now I'll stop sharing.
No, that's fine. Let me show you this real quick because
Yeah, yeah.
I found what I was looking for. I'm not into television a lot, but I do see stuff come across my feeds, and this is it. Check it out. Check it out. Bachelorette gets canceled because of
What?
this. Yeah, ABC has canceled their 22nd season of The Bachelorette, starring TikTok influencer Taylor Frankie Paul, just before it's March 22nd, because she had a violent or like it got recorded of her like just all over this dude, like
Mm-mm-mm.
being horrible with him. But
Messy,
yeah, yeah,
messy.
it makes me almost wonder, like I want to look at her chart. I wonder here, let's play, shall we? Let's go
Wasn't
back
that part
here.
of the predictions that all these celebrities would fall?
Yeah, it's the death of the influencer. Like Neptune moving out of
Yes,
Pisces,
where
Neptune, Saturn,
everybody does not want to be famous anymore.
or doesn't look up to that anymore. So I could see the Kardashians going away. I could see all that stuff dissolving to where people are, because people want the real stuff. So you go into like here, I'm trying to copy paste her name real quick. Just a second,
Taylor
y'all.
Frankie Paul.
Let's see.
I
Oh,
don't watch reality
Mor
TV shows. That's
Mormon
not really my gig.
Mormon wives. What do you know? That's what it says
Mormon
there.
wives.
That's what the headline said. So let me see natal
Okay.
birth chart if we can go. Let's see how we go. Well, there's articles on it and somebody did a video, but
Take your time. Take your time.
yeah, I'm
Here,
just
while you're
curious.
pulling that up, you want me to talk about the charts real quick?
That's fine. I didn't want that. I wanted a birth chart. Never mind. I don't need to do anything else. I just didn't know if her chart was public so
No,
that
no,
I
no,
could
no,
look
no.
at it.
Go
That's all.
ahead. Look, pull it up because, I had my turn. It's only
No,
right and fair.
it's okay. It's okay. I don't have her birth information, hun. So it's okay.
Okay.
I don't have it, so there's not much I can share about it. I was just going to say, for all of you that really, really love your influencers, it's time for you to form your own identity that is not based on somebody else's facade.
Do we
You
really
know,
need to say that, though?
did I? Right. No, I'm not kidding you. There are people in the world that really are latched to this kind of stuff. I mean, there wouldn't be entertainment news if it wasn't.
That's true.
You brought up some Hollywood drama.
No, no,
So
no.
I'm just saying that Saturn Neptune moving into Aries out of Neptune, which rules the media. Neptune rules the cinematography, movie, filmmaking, the
Mm,
all the
mm-mm.
celebrity stuff. That's all going away. Look at TikTok and how real people are. People have an attention span of goldfish now.
That's true.
It's
I'm
like
not
go
gonna
go
lie.
go, and even like what was her Jessica at the beginning of the thing. I haven't looked at chat in a minute, but she's like, you guys are giving me trauma pulling away. My Taurus is highly attached to you.
Right.
And but it's not, but you're not trying to be us. What I'm talking about is people that just cannot, that cannot come up with their own individualistic way of doing things without looking to see how somebody else is doing it first.
Comparative.
That's 'cause that is changing.
It's
So
changing.
if you're noticing that all of a sudden all your reality shows or all your influencers are falling off the face of public, uh, the way that they have been, it's meant to be that way.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to start being that person for yourself, you know. Anyways, that's all I have to say about that.
The
Did you move
the
back today's
idea
chart?
that the universe cannot function properly until we are all 100% authentic. And for those of us that have had our rebirth and our awakening, um, we know the cost and the price of not being honest and not being faithful to that, to ourselves first. Be true. You know, don't lie to yourself. Don't. Mm-mm. That's bad. But we
Yeah.
know the
Yeah.
consequences of that too. So now is this moment like I'm kind of facing in my own life where, you know, the folks that I come up against, a new crowd of people, if they are not truly authentic, what you and I have built on this, but we've done it internally. So now our electromagnetic field is clear.
Yeah.
So if we come across something that's going, we're going to fill that space
Hmm.
automatically.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to the individual that is not being truly authentic? Questions?
Well, uh, I just got shown like the shadow. They're gonna have to face their own shadow on why they're not, and that is not a comfortable place to be. And honestly, there's still gonna be the people hanging on to that Pisces need to escape. So we all have those vices and things that make us want to pull away and avoid looking at the things that are being shown to us. So if you're battling that identity, uh, I almost uh, I almost said deformation, but I didn't mean it like that. But like the skewed perception, I guess, of your own identity and where that's going, and you're starting to feel a little down. Please don't resort to drugs, alcohol, escaping, and things like that because Pisces energy's gone. I mean, yeah, Mars is still there, but only for a minute. The north node, and well, Mercury and Mars are there. So your mind may be stuck there. Practice the pause, go with the flow, surf the wave. Okay. Emotionally, mentally, you may just need to rest a little bit. It's Aries season though. So things are going to heat up really fast. I mean, things are already starting to pick up a little bit. Mercury's direct, Mars is direct, and they're going to be moving out of Pisces. And we don't have, I mean, one thing you and I have not talked about is that everything's freaking direct. That has not, this is the only time it's going to happen this year.
This is true.
So,
Everything's in play, everything's on the field.
I had it written in my horoscope for the equinox, and I think maybe even for the new moon, talking about Mercury went direct, station direct in Pisces shortly after the new moon. Okay.
Yeah.
And with that being said, although it's standing still and moving slow, still be careful. I've had a lot of friends that I know that took heavy falls and got hurt really bad because Mercury in shadow
I
is
fell
still
this
in danger.
past week.
Yeah, you did. You told me
I
you fell
did.
off your chair.
I
Mer
did. I fell.
Mercury and Pisces is it's a confused energy that you don't even see it coming, and then all of a sudden you're on the floor eating dirt. So
Yep.
please be careful. Don't go walking around the house in the dark and tripping over, a shoe or an animal or something like that. Slow down. Just ride it out this next couple weeks, okay? Because things are going to be going fast, 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 fast. And Aries air and fire is going to just be lit. So earth and water are going to be shush. Before we know it, Jupiter will be out of Cancer, going into Leo. Um, are we still looking at Charlemagne's chart or whoever you
No,
said that
no,
was?
I'm not even sharing the screen.
You, oh,
No, I was going to ask you to pull the chart back up.
okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just been
please.
chit chatting. But
Okay, well,
she's right. All the planets are, they're in action on the field. Um, there's a lot of, how would you say it? Acceleration with progress that should be going on right now. A lot of things being accelerated to have progress and movement forward. Thus, why I say the authenticity piece. And here comes Bailey. Um, oh, yes, yes. Back to filling the electromagnetic space between me and thee. The way that the divine collective has quietly, it's kind of like a Gandhi thing, right? Where we did not come in with any kind of weapon. We did not come in with violence or aggression. what we did was become ourselves fully, and then everybody just went to work. You know what I mean? And little by little by little, everyone else started waking up too. And maybe they weren't in our same office department or our shop or something like that, but it was happening silently, put away with Neptune and Pisces, the spiritual birthing, you know, as people, and we knew, and that was sort of like the breaking point. You remember Bashar,
Oh yeah,
Bashar,
yeah,
um, the influence one to another, and just walking out into public. If you live in places like New York City and you're awake, and you go walking down the freaking sidewalk, your energetic field is touching all these others, and you don't know who else you're lighting up and filling the holes of that staticky because they're not being authentic. The universe cannot exist in a vacuum. And if you have strengthened your electromagnetic field by aligning yourself and centering yourself and finding that um, it's not even a place of peace, especially if you're going through your dark night, your dark shadow side. It's the fact that as you strengthen that field, it's filling the holes on everything in the subway. And the subway is run on electricity. So go figure, right?
yeah,
We knew that this revolution would be done through peace.
yeah.
We knew it would be done. And so as we just go into the world, we will fill those broken places just by our presence. We don't have to do anything strong or whatever. It is a physics thing. It's
Yeah.
a physics thing. We've healed our fields. And my dogs right now, they love me so much.
They just want to fill your field.
They just want to feel my fields. But I did want to bring that to the point of Neptune sweeping through Pisces. So many of us that have had and carried suffering for so long of injustice or inappropriateness done to us, or whatever the trauma, the grief, and the loss of people we love, not understanding the reasons for things like war. Uh, as we healed ourselves, the world heals around us. And
That it
Neptune
does.
leaving Pisces, it's sort of like, okay, I've done enough of them now. I'm going to spread out the seeds, right? Neptune
Yeah.
and Aries, I'm throwing the seeds everywhere because one will influence the other. I just want to give some hope and lift you guys up that your individual selves, now having been strengthened, just go live your life, dude. Go be well. You
That
know,
that
peace
being
be with you.
said, I love that you said that because you're 100% right. Aries is the I am, and the energies that we are coming out of have had us so out in the fog about so many things, up in the clouds, if you will, Seven of Cups vibe, like just shopping about every dream, every idea, every delusion, illusion, whatever you want to
Mm.
put it. And it's we're coming into some energies, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that, um,
Yeah, yeah.
about about what's coming up. And I just got to here, hold on. I'm not multitasking very well at the moment. However, let
No,
me
you're good.
go. I'm just gonna let me just create a chart real quick. I can't have this mess. I just got to create a chart. Bear with me just a quick second. So, let's say that's going to be. Mhm.
It's strange, right? Like we spent all this time with Pluto and Capricorn and getting body slammed with karmic issues every freaking 5 seconds. Um, some of the most heinous betrayals going on. and all of that stuff coming out now, right? We see a lot of that stuff with the Epstein files and the banking systems and
Yeah, I
it's
just
this presence that sort of says we do have to purge for the future with Pluto in Aquarius. Yeah, we got to purge, get all that gunk out of there. But I believe personally, and this is just an opinion, I think that and Pluto will go retrograde later in the year. It always does. But we're trucking along quite swiftly with Pluto in Aquarius, or wouldn't you say? I'm just kind of like, dang, dude, is it just me?
I'm so glad it's off of my moon or off of my moon because I have a 3-degree Aquarius moon.
Yeah.
However, I will say in June, y'all, it's gonna station. We're only all planets direct until like frickin' the beginning of June, and then I think Pluto stations retrograde. So it's a go time on what it is that you know that you need to do for you, that you need to wrap up, tidy up, get started on, get moving on. It's not time to go on vacation. Maybe just take a couple week pause, okay, while things are transitioning. Don't stop yourself, just slowly. It's like you're on that bicycle. You slowly start pedaling. You don't go right in like this,
Yeah.
doggy paddling, right? But yeah, at the beginning of June, we got Pluto that's going to station retrograde. I'm going to pull up this chart here and talk a little bit about something, and I'm going to go on a scroll moment
Okay.
whenever you're
No, I'm
ready.
good.
Okay, can you see the chart well?
Yes, I can. Scroll
Wonderful.
down one.
Oh yeah, let me probably do like that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me move this stuff out of my way.
I can't see
And
any of that. I can see the circle and nothing else.
that's cool. No, I had to just move something and get colors here. So we're looking at I put March the 28th for this chart because we have a transit coming up where Saturn is in Aries. And as we know, we've got Pluto in Scorpio or Pluto in Aquarius, right?
Yeah.
So we have Saturn in Aries right there, going to be making a sextile to Pluto in
Yep.
Aquarius. None of us in our entire lives have experienced Pluto at 5 degrees. So I love that you bring up this Pluto and Aquarius energy being like all of a sudden it's that zap that okay, and that's exactly Uranus rules Aquarius. Modern ruler is actually Saturn. So this handshake, this hand holding between Pluto and Aquarius and Saturn and Aries is almost like a Uranian zap meeting Saturn going, I got you. I can see what you're doing here. Let's make this happen. You're right. This can be tangible. So this is happening from March the 27th to April the 5th. We have a beautiful sextile. This is not normal at all, you guys. And when I say that, let me tell you what happened last time Saturn and Pluto had a conversation. That was in January, what, 2020, right? When
Mm.
we got put in lockdown. And then there was a plague, right? Or a pandemic. A pandemic. Okay.
A
So
plan. You need to shut
I
up.
have an Aquarius moon. You know how I feel about that whole
Well, like
shit.
a
All right.
pandemic.
Hey, it's to me, I'll just say a little tidbit. It's happening again right now,
That's so
only
funny.
it's prices this time. You can't fly anywhere. You can't afford to buy food. You can't afford to drive anywhere. You're gonna
There
have
are
to
no
probably
words.
work from home. It's another pandemic lockdown. I'm just saying Saturn in Aries is restriction too. Okay, I'm done just being silly. Anyways, this is Heather. All right, guys. So this sextile is basically
So great.
innovation is Aquarius. Pluto has ousted all these things to help awaken everybody. The collective is Aquarius. Pluto has dug up all this shit and brought out all these truths. And Neptune and Saturn in Aries revealing that somebody didn't care that they said they're a no war, no this, know this, know that, know that, know that. And Pluto says, you're so full of beep.
Beep.
Okay, right? You're so full of it. Now you're bombing, and now all of a sudden we're getting into wars and all this stuff. And it's basically like, I don't know. There's a lot of innovation and a lot of change. So I'm just putting it this way that a lot of people are coming to with that realization, Saturn and Aries, the
Mm.
realization that, and I got to bring Jupiter back in, that trine to the North Node in Pisces, talking about those beliefs, right? Those belief systems about people, like what you're seeing is people coming in, waking the up out of this fog that they were in, wearing their red hats
Yeah.
with their stitching all over it,
Yeah.
and going, he said this, 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 and this, and I'm not a bad person because I voted for him. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Look, he's not doing anything I thought it was going to be. So a lot of people are having this big realization. And with this, I expect everybody to have a lot of compassion because our loved ones, our friends, our loved ones, nobody knew better, right? Everybody's coming into this new reality. What now? So this sextile between Saturn and Pluto is saying, what now? Okay, let's start to build something tangible. What There we go. I got to go back to there. Neptune, what dream have you been dreaming up that has suddenly just gone from fog to clear as day that you can build, you can work on, build Saturn that has structure, Saturn,
Mm.
long term, Saturn, Aries, you that has longevity. This is almost giving you that power. Okay, that personal power, the strength, the courage, the innovation. So expect sudden downloads. Don't dismiss them. I'm going to say that because that leads us into the basket that happens in July, where there's a sextile, where there's a basket in the sky between all of these outer planets. Okay, that I know you guys have heard us talk about it, but that's all happening at 4 degrees. We're going to have, I believe at that point, Uranus will be in Gemini at 4 degrees. I think Pluto's going to be back at 4 degrees Aquarius. Jupiter, I think at that point will be at four. Is it going to be at four, Leo? I'll have to double check on that aspect. But I just wanted to show you guys that part about this transit and tell you this little teeny tiny story. I don't know about you guys, but throughout my life, I've had some very prophetic dreams to the point of I dreamt 9/11 the morning that it happened. And I wasn't into any kind of international stuff, but I dreamt it. I woke up, I told my ex-husband, like, I woke up crying and I told him, like, these people are gonna crash these planes into the World Trade Center and they were hunting me down trying to kill me because they said that I knew and I was going to tell on them. And like, I'm freaking out. I'm telling him this whole long story and I'll never forget this dream. And he's like, it's okay. It was just a dream. Turns on the TV. This is 9 something in the morning. Boom. It happens. I'm just saying that I have a Aquarius moon and things happen. I have weird dreams. So this past couple weeks, I've had some very intense dreams. Okay. And I did write them down. I'm not going to go into all of them because they are not relevant to my story. However, I did have this dream that I was at a relative's property and I was riding around on this golf cart with someone. And then all of a sudden I end up being out by this street and this relative lives off of a dirt road and there's a big tree. Her whole yard is full of like flowers. She's really great at all the greenery stuff, right? Anyways, I saw this random tree and I'm like, where did that tree come from in my dream? And so I took the golf cart out across the back 40 and drove up to it. Sneeze, tickle, throat, cough.
Sneeze, tickle, throat, cough. She's so
That's
cute.
it. Oh man. Don't try to interrupt me, world. I'm trying to talk.
World's like, stop
It's
it.
like they don't want me to tell you guys. what I saw.
Stop the
Sorry.
dream.
Anyways, at the base of this big tree by this gravel road, there was like you know how people have flower gardens along the side of their house or whatever, or around the base of a tree. Beautiful soil. And there are these vegetables growing out of the ground that I've never seen before. And they were huge. And you guys probably know what they are. But in my mind, when I woke up, I tried to remember what they were. And I'm like, they're going to be big carrots. Okay, so let's talk about these big purple carrots or what they look like big giant purple carrots that were like halfway above the ground. The plump of them was like the base was like really bulky or like
Right.
almost like a giant radish or whatever, rhubarb or something. I don't know. Anyways, the outer shell of it had this film over it like a red onion does. And on this film in my dream, like I'm looking down, I'm going, what is this? Because it was gorgeous. And I was understanding the siblings in my dream to go, this is fruitful, this is abundant, this is growth. Look how hardy this is. And I
Yeah.
look in and I see grids like a matrix, like lines, little tiny squares everywhere, all over this big purple vegetable, big rooted vegetable, right? And anyways, so I randomly was thinking about this transit that we're having, right? That's coming up the 27th to April the 5th of this sextile between Saturn and Pluto. And so I'm like, okay, all right. Well, all of a sudden my guide showed me that I needed to look up the Sabian symbol for the like we round up in Sabian symbols, right? So I round up from 5 degrees where the sextile's happening to 6 degrees Cancer. No, not Cancer. Heather, 6 degrees. My brain just quit working for a minute. Aries. There we go. That took my allergies, y'all. They come out of nowhere. Anyways, I just want to show you this because my guides were like, Sabian symbol, Heather. Like, and then they showed me my dream. Like, I saw the flashback of my dream in waking day. This is how my astrology works, and my guides work with me. And they go, look up the symbol right when they showed me this vegetable again. And I'm zooming in on the vegetable. Here is the Sabian symbol for 6 Aries. I don't know how well you can see it, but
Yep.
for 6 Aries, crystallization of life purpose. Notice what it is. James Burgess cites it as a square, brightly lighted on one side. Little tiny little matrix square. Okay. The desire to establish oneself as a unique person, particular drive and focus. Okay. The desire to individuate is expressed as single pointedness of focus towards a particular aim. We must convince our fellows that we are not their enemy and find an aspect of who we are that meets with society's requirements of us. And we must also convince ourselves, my apologies, that we will find a way to authentically fit in. The regressive pulling back into individualization within the vast womb of nature must be resisted. The force of resistance is our urge to become different. Our sense of differentiation first awakens at the level of the family and tribe. Culture operates on the principle of exclusion and one blood and of one land and of one people. And so we take on conventional behaviors, beliefs, practices. However, our yearning to be expressive as an individual focuses as a drive, Aries, to achieve our own special Aquarius goals and have our own special attitudes to life. Dane Rujar quotes it as a square with one of its sides brightly illuminated. Here is my moment, y'all. Look at my screen right here.
Isn't that amazing?
That is what I saw in my dream. Zoomed in, my eyes in my dream zoomed in to see this purple. Purple is royal, actually. It's also a very intuitive color. It's psychic color. High priestess energy, if you will. There you go. There's the matrix. I'm gonna cough, so you talk.
Actually, ooh, excuse me. I am doing it the long way. I'm doing a
My
midpoint.
goodness.
You know why? Because I
Oh.
did not have an Astro Seek
Oh, babe, you should have told me. I would have looked it up. I know I was
membership.
talking.
Girl, you were in a flow. What was I going to do? Stand in the way?
No,
No.
it's okay. But it's
But I definitely have the answer.
all right. You go, girl. All right.
Go, girl. I had to
And
do it
that's
the long way.
and feel free
All right.
feel free to go ahead and look up, please. You
Um,
all look up six. Do me a favor, and I also
wait a
want you to
second.
look up six Aquarius as
I know
well.
my friends would be like, "What have you done with your life?"
I am sorry, man. I have tickle throat so bad out of the blue. I think I need to hit my inhaler, actually.
Really? Is that
Yeah.
bad?
It just on one side it's closing up.
Well, that sounds rough. Don't like that.
It's my everyday life. What do you want me to us Virgos with health issues, we just keep living. So you'll just have
I
to,
know that's half the problem. We just keep living. It's sort of like, what do you want me to do? I keep
right?
waking up in the morning.
That's right.
Right now, it's about quality of life. It just, as a Virgo,
hmm
you're just like, okay, you won't set me free. Screw you. And quality of life, quality of life.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so there's 59 degrees. That's close to 60. Oh, wow, that's pretty close.
I'm gonna disappear for a second. I'm still
Yeah,
here though.
yeah. Do your thing, chicken wing. And if I split 59 into 20, 29 and a half. So what she's actually saying here, which is incredible. I'm going to share my screen. I really shouldn't have dillied or dallied.
It's okay. I
I
had to
should have
breathe.
let me put it here and I will put us here. Oh, that was big ass. Okay, there we go. Can you see that? Testing, testing one,
Yeah,
testing.
yeah.
Okay, so what she's talking about, and I will have to concur because, she's not wrong. Um, she's talking about the sextile here that exists right there. And maybe I'll do that a few more times so you can see. May I give my spin on this? Are
I
you
would
cool
love
with
it.
that, my
I
friend?
would love it. Yeah, my throat and my lungs would appreciate it. Go ahead. I would appreciate it. The world would appreciate it. Yes,
I got
what's
you,
your
babe.
get me, please.
I
Thank
got
you.
you, babe. I got you, babe. Um, so because it is a sextile from here to here, remember that sextiles, which look like this, the symbol looks like this. A sextile is here, let me type that in there. It's 60 degrees. One object between another object, and there are 60 degrees between them. We do appreciate that because it keeps things consistent. Yes. Why did that not? You mother. I'm full of passion. Okay,
You mother,
whatever.
father.
Your mother, father. Full of passion, I am. I care, I care. All right, so you got Saturn, you have Pluto. Pluto is a transformative energy. It is not meant to destroy something like it's not meant to destroy to no 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 no. Let me find the right ways to say this. You have water, right? Water can be turned into ice and water can be turned into steam. But you never really get rid of the water, do you? It recycles itself in the system. Okay. However, if we were to take a laser, a laser,
What's up with the quotes? Oh
and
boy.
we were to point a laser at some piece of infrastructure like a bridge or a car, you know, you could destroy a thing to the point where it'd be very difficult to put something back together. Maybe it's totaled, and your insurance company is like, yep, it's totaled. Let's go ahead and just pay you the money. But this is turning energy and from energy into energy, into energy, from energy into, and we're using it on a cellular level. Here I go with my science crap again. Cells that have been broken down, plastic that has been broken down can be reused. Cells, fertilizer that breaks itself down can be used again. Okay, this is the action of Pluto. We anticipate to take those cellular structures and to break it all the way down so that we may repurpose the use of Saturn. Okay, what are we repurposing here? My rabbit face. Do you know rabbit? The word rabbit, the picture rabbit, all this stuff rabbit has been the word of the week. It's been the word of the week, rabbit.
I did not know that.
For me, it's been the word of the week. So when Pluto and Saturn touch, it is it's not like Neptune. Neptune dissolves. It dissolves things completely. If we take water and we take it outside of our troposphere sphere up into space, that water itself will break apart and dissolve into nothing. It is the ultimate destruction of cellular form, right? Where cells that are now in a dark matter state of Pisces are looking in the dark, trying to find each other. Marco, Polo, they're trying to find each other so they can bind. That's science, okay?
I don't know why I'm getting shown atoms,
Yes, that's
like
exactly what it
the
is.
nucleus and atoms,
But when
and
you break
yeah.
something down with Pisces energy, it breaks it beyond the atom stage. It breaks it down even further, which says that for the electron and the proton to actually bond and have a nucleus, Marco Polo, Marco Polo. And that's what it's like in space. So the odds of Marco finding Polo and Polo finding Marco is very like, wow, I'm impressed. We have a whole planet. Damn, that's pretty good. Good trick. Good trick, Pisces. Good trick.
And then I just see somebody getting dunked, head dunked in the water in the pool. Found you.
So Neptune is actually the freakier one for me. Neptune scares me, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because it will dissolve beyond repair completely. But Saturn and Pluto touching, it is a restructure. It's a restructuring. So
It's
I am
powerful.
totally 10,
Powerful.
100,000 gabillion 0.5 degrees on point with you when you say, as individuals in our Aries energy, where whatever house Aries rules, wherever Mars is, you know, in our charts, that house, let's draw that one in. Wherever, you know, what zodiac sign is over our first house. I'm totally down with you. Those three areas. It's sort of like, okay, bitches. It's gonna be like
Yeah,
that.
right? And it's not
Okay,
just saying
bitches.
that, but the Pluto and Aquarius at 5 degrees that nobody in our entire none of us alive have ever experienced
It's gonna be
Aquarius
like
at
free
five
for the
degrees
free.
is like not only is it about me, but I don't give a fuck what you have to say about it
No,
because
this
it's gonna
is what
work and I
I
know what I'm meant
need.
to do. I know and it's meant. Saturn is long term. It is structure. It is going to be around for a long
Well,
time.
can I give an
Yeah,
example, please? And
please
I'll use
do.
my own chart as this example because I want it to be known how. It's a very good thing for our people to know how to determine this, not just enough to describe it, but
Yeah.
to determine it for themselves. You're saying all these things, Miriam. Give me damn instructions. And I'm like, bitches, I got you, bitches. I got you, bitches. Let's do it together. Homework. Let's do it together.
Boats
Woo!
and hoes, we got this.
Bros and hoes. We got this. All right. I'm going to open up my own chart. I'm going to use it. Can you see that or is it yucky?
Let me look on
Is it pretty
YouTube.
yucky?
It's trying to catch up. Hold on, dear.
God dang it. I just want my equipment to work. It's not even equipment, it's the software.
I'm sure it's going to be fine. It looks pretty centered on YouTube. Cool.
But is
Yeah.
it colorful and bright?
It's colorful and bright as it's going to get. Yes, dear.
Damn it, Jim. I just want my software to work. Oh, that was pretty good. What shut your face. Where's our friends?
It
Okay.
looks pretty good.
According to evolutionary astrology with Jeffrey Green, let me remove this and I will choose a color like red because we are talking about Aries after all. What you're going to look for is your ascendant line right there. That's one place. You're going to look for this joker right there, and then you're going to look for this little circle symbol with the arrow. Okay? These three things you are going to be looking for, my friends, but you're going to do it in your own chart. Okay? You want to find where Aries is ruling. For me, let me change it to green so you guys can stay with me. Merry Christmas. Aries rules is over my seventh house cusp, right there. Seventh house. Mars is in Cancer, so I'm going to circle Cancer. There you go. And it's in my 10th house, right there. Okay. My first house is already naturally ruled by Mars and Aries. Same, same. So I want to find Libra energy, right? Which is also Venus, which is right there in Leo, in the sun of all dang stupid things. So for me, and I know it's a lot of green, but you guys roll with me. If I actually typed it out, it would look, let's go to white. It would look, oh, that is just stupid. Let me blow that up a little. Didn't do it. So I'm looking for seventh house, which also my Libra energy, because that's on my first house, like that. I'm also going to be looking at my 10th house, right? I'm going to be looking at Cancer and fourth house. I'm going to be looking at my Leo. It's crazy Leo energy and my sun sign and my fifth house. Oh my goodness, my first house. Those are my areas. Those are my areas. And if I sit back and I look at my areas and I consider my current Aries issues, the question is what stands in my way? And what Heather is saying is that, let me go up back over here. What Heather is saying is that the current placements right here, get back to this. Can you see that beyond whatever the heck that is? Some weird salad.
Just a second. It's got to catch up on YouTube and I'll see.
What Heather is trying to describe for us actually says that
Can you make it full screen?
I will do this for you.
The pop out.
I know. I'm trying to get there. Pop it out. Pop it out. Okay. What Heather is saying
Oh, good.
is that. Let me use that color and let me use red. No, I got to use blue. Let's get right with God and use the right color.
Something's still not right with the chart. Hold on just a second. Okay, yeah.
What Heather is saying is that today, this blue line that exists, okay, I just drew the blue line, but now I'm going to show you the same damn blue line by going this way. It's just this flight over here went from point A to point B, and this flight over here had to fly over the Arctic. It's the same thing. What Heather is saying is that there is a topic that is happening right now in this moment. It's going to go through a particular process that breaks it down, and it's going to be rather fast. Man, because of Pluto. It's only going to last from March 27th, right, to April 25th. So that's pretty fast, pretty damn fast. Because if you have a structure like a building, and I'm not sure if you guys saw that today in New York City, but let me get out of this. This was happening in New York City today. Manhattan building today. This, not sure if you guys saw it.
No. What's up?
Yeah. No, that was the other day. There was a building today in the news where this building was on fire.
Hmm.
That was 5 days ago. In the past 24 hours. No. Was it a couple of days ago? This
Maybe
building
the article you saw or what you saw was, in the
happening in the past few
past. But
days.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, look at this video. It reminds you of 9/11. Look at
What's that?
that.
What's that green crap?
That's a dude's shirt. He's taking the video.
Oh, in the glass. I see.
There
Okay.
you are. They're standing in the glass. Look at this.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of black
Tremendous
smoke.
fire. It reminds you totally of 9/11.
Yeah.
And yeah, just all over again. You know that feeling from 9/11, right? Where you're like, I remember where I was. It's one of those JFK moments where you're never going to forget where you were.
Yeah.
That you're, my chest and the breathing and the whole hospital stopped. Where I was, the whole hospital stopped. Everybody was holding their breath. Everybody had their eyes on the screen. This, it triggers that.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, Pearl Harbor and the feeling of what Americans felt like watching Pearl Harbor burn. And that whole, if you touch another, like I can tell that American what a piece of POS they are. But you don't. I'm
Yeah.
coming for you. There is no
Jupiter
ifs,
and
ands, or buts.
Jupiter and Cancer. Yeah, protective.
Woo! Right? Look at this. It just triggers all those feelings again. And what Heather is describing here with this sextile, and again, if we had a high rise that had to come down in a matter of less than a month, just like that building,
Yeah.
this would be the skyscraper on fire with Aries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing's got to be demolished within a month. That is the kind of energy she's talking about.
Very
So
much so.
there has been a foundational something with this Saturn thing that was laid down for, good God, it's foundational. You know what I mean? It's going to be annexed, taken down, whether it's something mental, whether it's something emotional, this foundational thing that maybe you felt your marriage was in a strong place. Maybe you felt your job was secure. Maybe, and we got to be looking at, maybe you thought your legacy was secure. Maybe you thought your inheritance was secure. Your family tree, maybe you thought that was secure, you know?
Maybe you thought your group.
I love the fact that, and I'm saying this because it's my opinion, it's my damn family, and I can say whatever the heck I want.
I just
So
flicked your
I
hair.
have family members. I will not say who they are, but I will say I grew up with them. I do have family members who have strong feelings about Black Americans. I didn't care, you know, one way or the other, but let's just say I wasn't allowed to date Black men. And that was a big deal. Well, don't you know, I jumped with freaking joy when I found out.
You.
When I go into ancestry.com, right?
With
and
your
now
Aquarius over your 5th house.
Aquarius over my fifth,
right.
And I'm looking at all the
I
freaking
do what I want.
percentages of the bloodline. And my father's people came from, you know, Europe, and my mother's people came from South America. And guess where? Africa. My family, we are African.
That's
and I just went, this is gonna be so much fun. Drop it like it's hot, you know what I mean?
right.
And it's this thing that would totally look at the Aquarius thing like, Miriam, shut up. And it's coming from the Aquarius thing. So that's my
so,
fifth house.
That's
like,
so funny.
What have you done? Dun, dun, dun.
I'm out, you racist
PS,
mofos.
And just to let you know, just
now you'll never eat white people food again.
Maybe that's why I love making greens.
It's so good. I love
just
greens.
Kidding, I'm playing.
Oh.
I love making greens because I love greens. It's that sort of thing. It's gonna bombastic. It's gonna take it down. The thing with Pluto though and Scorpio is it doesn't ever leave it like that. Now the energy must take form and take shape again, especially with Saturn. You cannot rip away a foundation without putting in another thing in its place because the universe doesn't exist in a vacuum. Go ahead.
Before you go in there, before you even showed the buildings, I got told it was I got told or pointed out from when I keep telling you all, sometimes, although we're freaking ready and we're sitting there in that pause and that hold that's driving us crazy, and Mercury and Mars and Pisces going, I'm gonna freaking snap, I'm gonna lose my mind, you know, like, and I kept saying sometimes universe has something planned out, but the other people involved aren't ready yet. They haven't hit their moments where they have their breaks. And so this little break is this moving into this sextile. So I'm getting shown that this is that this release that we've been waiting for.
Miley Cyrus in that video.
That wrecking ball. Full circle, we just did it. And it was huge. It was huge. Oh man.
The foundational thing that gets put into place is going to have to be something new because we have the energies of Aries and Aquarius involved. And so it will be future forward thinking, number one. Number two, they're not going to use old material to do this. We can't. That knowledge is gone. They don't make those parts anymore. It has to be entirely packaged into something new. And I completely agree with Heather when she says, this is what would you say? This, I almost said remembrance this moment, because the topic of what we're dealing with right now.
I just saw Yoda as you said that. Remembrance, I will.
Hello. I was trying to find the midpoint position because what's going to happen between 4 degrees of Saturn? Can I not use white? Is that possible? What's going to happen between 4 degrees? And again,
You just
can
need a filler.
someone give me software that will work with me and not
Oh
against me?
my goodness. Bless your heart.
Bless my heart.
I'm just gonna fill this
Okay,
chart with purple.
4 degrees of 26 minutes, and then we of Saturn, and then we have 5 degrees, 3 minutes of Pluto. I was looking for the midpoint position because, like Heather says, you think this is going away, it's getting repurposed. Okay. If somebody else was in charge, that position of authority is getting repurposed. Okay. If you thought your daddy,
Who's your daddy? That was my bowling team when I
I'm
had a bowling team
sorry,
with my dad and sisters. We had a bowling team name called Who's Your Daddy?
who's your daddy?
Summer fun leagues. Gotta love it.
Okay, I'm sorry. But when I did the numbers for the midpoint, it pretty much fell like right here on the south node of Virgo.
No
I
shite.
shiat not, my friend.
Whoa.
I
That's
shiat
crazy.
not. So if we look at the yod, the position of the yod that's being created there between those two sextile points, it points straight to that right there.
The slingshot's
The
Mercury North
slingshot,
Node is Mercury
Mercury
North
in
Node.
retrograde.
We're fucking amazing.
Can I
Excuse
high
the
five
F
my
bombs. I
friend? We
love
can high
you.
five each other. I love you. I love you. I love you. It happens every single time.
Ah, magic.
Magic, magic, magic us. So when she says this is going to be revisited, can I please also notify you, ring a ling a ling, that Mercury going direct will have to pass over that north node position again, again, and not very far along from here. So this is my prediction. If we're making
Ooh.
predictions today,
I do also want to point something else out.
of course,
I love you. Before you do
I
your
love you too.
prediction, Venus also, you got to remember all those planets, they crossed. Venus was with the North Node too, somewhat
Mm,
recently. She just moves really fast. North Node moves pretty slow, right?
right.
It's been at 8 for a long time, and was it the full moon in Pisces at 8? Is that what happened
Yep.
a few weeks ago?
That was terrible.
The eclipse.
Why did they
It
allow
was
that
an
to
there
happen?
was one of the final eclipses. I think it was like my brain is it. We've had so many Virgo and Pisces eclipses, y'all, but we
Terrible.
had one at 8, and that's where Venus was there too. So
Yep.
go back. I'd have to here. I can actually look up the date so y'all can figure out your lives. You keep talking, Miriam.
Terrible. Well, there is a topic on the table, and there might be two or three or four topics that you're dealing with because it is Capricorn and Saturn that is working itself out. So it may come at you from all directions because Saturn in the 10th house, that sort of thing. It rules one of the major angles in the chart. And that particular opposition would rule where we come from, the roots of our families and our ancestors down here, um, the internal dialogue that we have with ourselves internally. But it will also affect not only our reputation, but our father, our legacy, where we want to use our authority and how. So, how many people in your life have been involved in those topics? This particular opposition will also rule gender. Okay, it'll rend this the ascendant line, major line is also gender, right? But you got your actual genes your DNA makeup from your family line. So it could involve history that you knew nothing about. That it, like my brothers are waking up right now. Anyway,
Yeah, the
if
whole world
something
is.
comes out like, the cat is running around out back and she's flicking at something in the yard, and you go out there and it's a little string and you pull it up and it's a box, and you're like, what? Right? It's bones. It's bones in a box. Um, Stuff that Pluto would be pulling up out of the deep, stuff that Pluto would be throwing at you in the air, right? Because Aquarius rules the weather. It is wind that has formed into an air mass. I can pull up the news right now and we
It
see
is airplanes spraying shit
spraying
through their
shit.
chemtrails every single way, which
And you're
creates
like,
huge,
what's this
crazy
stuff
weather
falling on
that
my
all of a
eyelashes
sudden
as I go get in my car to go to work?
yeah,
Yes,
I'm
poison from the
sorry.
sky.
Because it's weather manipulation
Yeah.
too. I just have to point that out.
Yes, I agree
Sorry.
with you. The weather
Sorry.
manipulation thing, right? Which, if you mess with something of nature, it's like magic, isn't it? If you do some magical shit with the weather will come back and do some magical shit with you. And we're seeing a tremendous air mass of heat that has been sitting over Southern California in the most weird way that has never happened before, where those folks out there have 100-degree plus weather, while us folks here in Texas have been chilly with 47-degree, our tootsies. And this week, people were talking about, I woke up and there was ice all over my car. I just don't understand.
Oh,
You mess
not
with the weather will mess with you. I'm just saying, Pluto in Aquarius. This is damaging winds, damaging rain. Um, you know, just saying, Mercury is still
Saturn.
in.
Saturn karma on you. Aries.
Just,
Sorry.
I mean, what if? I have so many words. It's just wrong.
I know, and I think that everybody knows where we could go with those.
I know. I know. I'm just saying that Heather is not wrong. The topics that you hear right now and you're experiencing this week, upcoming, it's going to be tap, tap, tap on the door again. Because the first thing that's going to show up is going to be like the notification, right? The second thing that's going to show up is going to be like, you must demolish quickly. You have less than a month to demolish said
Yeah.
thing.
It's not just creeping up. I mean, it might be creeping up in your dreams, but I mean, it's not hidden. It's going to be at your front door
It's going to be
knocking.
right at your front door. And then what's going to happen after that, probably before the next Mercury retrograde, is we did mean for you to demolish. However, you must also replace within X amount of
Oh,
time.
as you're saying that, oh my gosh, I just got a big old download. Okay. Not doomsday prep.
It's not like you have Aries
Not,
over the first. So for me, this would be something like surgery or something like your body telling you, I need to quit drinking lemonade and start drinking, marmalade. It's going to be something involved with your first house, your appearance. I got to get my hair cut, got to color it. Yeah, I don't know, whatever you're going to do. You live in Del Rio, they love to do the tattoo eyeliner thing. I love how they
yeah.
look with that because they always look perfect.
Yeah,
They
that is
do.
really cool. But it's also like it is very much talking about building something, and it starts with you, and it's you're building something that can help. It's almost like building something that helps the collective, and it can be a career, but it's the starting point
It's
now.
something karmic that must be repurposed
Played
because,
out.
again, we're filling a space. So some of us are designed to hold and carry family karma, right? Some of us are designed to hold performance karma, communication karma, There's something that each of us, tell me I'm wrong.
No, but I literally, so my Aquarius moon and the way my downloads work, I'm getting shown so many different things. And I just got shown Donald Trump randomly out of the blue, like falling from office totally. Like I just saw that like in this process. And then I just wondered what his chart would look like up against this. I know he's a Leo rising, so that's, I mean, what
I'm pretty
Uranus,
sure he has his
Ur
south node in,
Uranus is on his MC
I'm pretty sure
still.
his south node is in Capricorn. Let me pull him up. Let's just pull him up.
But you just had that nice chart. So I don't know if you can go back and select transits for March 27th
This
for
is
me.
President Trump's chart. No, he doesn't have a south. He has a south node in Sag.
So that's
Alexander
just
the Great.
transits for today. So this sextile for him is in the house of health, sixth house of health, Aquarius.
Habits,
All that other stuff, Saturn in the eighth house of death and power and
fire,
secrets and the blood and the
weapons.
heart. Yeah, yeah. And
Eighth
oh,
house of oil, shared oil. I'll give you that.
resources. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Where was that yod point? We said 8 Pisces, right?
Eight degrees of
Was the mid
Virgo,
was the
where the south
midpoint.
node is
Okay, but to me, the 8 Pisces is the pull, the pull
of the
of the bow
archer's
of the
bow,
arrow. Yeah.
the arrow, the
So
bow. Yeah.
so the North Node Pisces
Phew.
at 8 is in his seventh house of relationships, which Pisces. So that's all
He was
just
talking with Japan
dissolving.
this week, and he was
Yeah,
gathering. He was telling all of the allies,
his
or
allies
who
are
should have been
dissolving.
the NATO allies that the UN that we've been protecting.
Seventh house of open enemies, guys.
So he has to surrender in some way his plan, that his individual plan, he has to surrender in some way.
It's gonna
I
hit
am
him
very,
directly.
very sure that when he went in there, his plan was to go in real quick and come back out. His plan was not to expect his enemy to shut down the passive.
Definitely grandiose.
You know what I mean?
Delusionment, grandiose.
And he
Yeah.
can't, yeah, the grandiose picture right down here, he cannot not fight on two fronts like that. He had to call up his dudes. You think for a minute he doesn't want to take all the glory? He does. He does. But he also, with Pluto in the Leo, he wants to wean. I am the weaner. I am.
That's funny you said that. There is an asteroid for winter, but it's spelled like wiener. And I literally just found this 2 days ago. It's WINER. I don't know what the asteroid number is, but that cracks me up that you just said
Here,
that.
let's plug it in just for funsies.
Like I have like I was looking up luck asteroids, right? And like we got opportunity Tyche, and I was looking for winner, and it was like there is one. It's wiener, WINER. So asteroids don't always aren't spelled exactly like the
There it
word
is.
is. Yeah, yeah.
Easy.
I just found that yesterday.
Here, let's put the transits on it too. Oh, it's
That's
in his eighth house. Look.
eighth house of secrets. His wiener's up. Winner
Notice the
is.
restructuring of the position of power
See how
will
there's
affect his
importance.
role.
I just have to show you guys these important synchronicities that Em and I find, and how my guides, when I say I'm an intuitive astrologer, my guides throw me words and I look them up and like in the form of asteroids, and they're always relevant to the astrology. So I got shown Donald Trump. She said winner, and I'm like, oh wait, I just looked that up yesterday because it came out of the blue. And there
He
you
said
go.
winner. I thought chicken dinner, but
Not with Saturn on it.
potatoes, potatoes.
Not with Saturn Neptune on it. It's not in his eighth
In
house.
his eighth house, he has to surrender his role of being a winner to
That
his
I think that may have to do with his.
compatriots here to be able to win. It's a
I
shared
just
win, and I'm sure he doesn't want that.
I just saw that fall from grace like 5 minutes ago in our conversation. I just got that
Pew
download.
pew. Uranus, same position as Timothy Chalamet. You need to shut up. What?
Well,
Uranus
if
just
they're
crossing
both
over.
they're both in the media, in TV. He was a reality TV. The other guy's a actor. Leo Rising is big into acting, y'all. Like that's normal
Public
for a Lori.
roles, public roles, public roles. I'm
Hmm.
sure if we put the solar eclipse degree point on it, it would also be repetitive in showing that to us. I'm sure Amba is going to give that to us in the comments. So you guys keep a hold of this video because she's good. She's good at
Also,
following through.
share it, because we're good, damn
Share it.
good.
Share it. Share it.
Let people know. Tell
Let us
somebody.
know.
Tell a
I'm going to
friend.
stop sharing right there because this has been so much fun.
I am so
Um,
glad, but it's getting late,
but I
and
do need to go to work tomorrow.
you
And
do have 3D life tomorrow, blah. So,
I mean, I enjoy the learning part. I enjoy learning the software. So that's really cool.
yeah.
I just sitting in a chair, it's very painful.
You've done so much today. So again,
I
if you
have.
are
I have.
not if you're not a member and you're just seeing us for the first time, please check out our stuff. We do have a membership, but we also have a Patreon. They get a little more over on Patreon, but our YouTube members get to see all the video content that our patrons do,
Yeah.
including a new tarot video. What is that? Tarot video number 5
I don't know. I'm
of
just,
your course that got uploaded onto
yeah,
Patreon
like
today.
I did the definitions. I did the first class. This is the second class. And it's one of my favorites. So you guys have to promise to watch it and let us know how you like it.
It's only the high the what is it? 18 or 19 bucks members or whatever here on YouTube, called the gatekeepers, and then the highest
You
Patreon
get,
tier.
yeah.
You get all the courses and all the extra stuff that
But if
that
you
gets
want to
loaded
buy the
up.
video alone, it's 20 bucks and it's on the Patreon channel. I'm also going to
Mm.
say that if this tarot class was about using your authentic voice when you're dealing with your tarot deck, please don't. Your tarot deck is not dumb, okay? Using your authentic voice, using your astrology chart to find your own authentic voice. I go into that. Next class is going to be about grooming up our storytelling skills and using your chart to do
Ooh.
it. We're going to be looking at the axis for storytelling and how to improve and perfect. It's like maestro, grab your baton.
You are
It's a lot of
perfection, my
fun.
dear. Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Love you guys.
I love you guys. We'll see you next week. Yeah? Don't go nowhere.
I'll
Share.